Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos have confessed that they are facing tremendous pressure from their daughter, Lola, to quit their New York City lifestyles and relocate to the UK, where the 24-year-old wants them to buy a castle. The daytime talk show hosts, who currently reside in a stunning $27 million townhouse in Manhattan, revealed in a recent episode of their talk show, Live with Kelly and Mark, that Lola, who relocated overseas in 2023, is desperate for her parents to follow suit. However, Ripa, 55, joked that her daughter's desire for her parents to buy a castle in the Tony countryside community of the Cotswolds, where Ellen DeGeneres and Portia de Rossi are currently living, makes her think that Lola is somewhat mistaken about just how much money her mother and father would be able to spend on a new home overseas. Lola is always trying to get us to move to London, as if we don't work in New York. She'll leave us these subtle hints when she's home, when there is something on sale in London, Ripa revealed. What I love the way she thinks of us as Bezoses, the TV host went on, referring to billionaire Amazon founder Jeff Bezos and his wife, Lauren Sanchez Bezos. She's like, "This one?" And I'm like, "Oh sure, yes, we will buy that castle in the Cotswolds," she teased as her spouse, 54, broke out in a fit of giggles. The confession comes days after the couple, who share children Michael, 27, Lola, and Joaquin, 22, visited their daughter abroad to attend her debut singing performance, which they said she was so nervous for. She was so nervous leading up to this thing. And we wanted to go, but we didn't want to add any more pressure by us being there, Consuelos told fans, with Ripa adding, "She told us not to go, specifically. Told us not to go, so we thought we would sneak into London and just kind of be on the side, somewhere in the crowd. And the first part of the caper is we went and bought hats," Consuelos said, adding, "like Peaky Blinders style." As it turns out, they managed to pull off an incredible surprise for their daughter, with Ripa gushing how well Lola did during her performance, which was held to celebrate the launch of her new EP. She was incredible. So proud of her. So impressed. She was so funny. She was really funny, the TV host said. Still, while Ripa and Consuelos were full of praise for Lola, the budding singer's father hasn't always been so complimentary of his child, whom he branded bad luck during her last return trip to the US. "Our daughter is home visiting us. We're so happy. There's so much life in the house when she's in the house," Ripa said of Lola's October visit. Things went awry, however, when Kelly and Lola made the mistake of walking into the room where Consuelos was watching his favorite football team, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, going up against the San Francisco 49ers. "Lola and I walked in while Mark was watching the game, and something bad happened," Ripa revealed, before confessing that she wasn't exactly sure what that bad thing was because she wasn't paying attention. According to Ripa, Consuelos determined that their entry into the room at the exact moment his team slipped up meant that they were bad luck, despite the family patriarch furiously denying ever making such a comment. "Somebody said it. That we were bad luck when we walked into the room," Ripa insisted, before admitting that she was actually thrilled to be handed an excuse to do something other than watch a football game. "So, then we took our exit cue, and I was like, don't tempt me with a good time. I don't mind leaving and not watching this game." Ultimately, Consuelos' team came out victorious, winning the game 30-19, and he joked to viewers that everything was great as soon as his wife and daughter left the room. "So basically, I controlled the game," Ripa teased, to which Consuelos responded, "That's right. I appreciate that." Despite Ripa and Consuelos appearing delighted to have Lola back at home, they have previously admitted that they love being empty nesters and having their dwelling all to themselves. Ripa went as far as to admit that being nude in her house, wherever you want, is her favorite thing about being an empty nester, as she opened up about how her life changed after her children moved out of the family's $27 million New York townhouse. During a previous episode of Live with Kelly and Mark, Ripa held nothing back while detailing the freak show aspects of her life with Mark, admitting that the couple have relished the freedom they gained when their three kids, Michael, 27, Lola, and Joaquin, 22, left the nest. The married live with Kelly and Mark. Hosts moved into the Upper East Side home 13 years ago, after purchasing the palatial pad for a jaw-dropping $27 million and offloading their former dwelling in Soho for an impressive $20 million. Ripa previously told Architectural Digest that she knew immediately that the townhouse was meant for them. "I was like, it's perfect, just hand me my toothbrush," Ripa said. "We've moved several times in our lives, but no matter where we go, for me, this is my forever home. When I walked in here, I was like, this is the final place where I will live. I love this house so much." However, Consuelos wanted to add some personal touches to the home to suit their very specific tastes. The couple tapped designers William Sofield and Emma O'Neill of Studio Sofield to bring their vision of 1920s and 1930s French glamour to life. The result is a mix of Art Deco and modern style, with the duo breathing new life into vintage pieces, like using dual armoires as storage for sports equipment and hiding their shoes in a custom-designed cabinet. The couple noted that they have done little to change the townhouse since that initial transformation in 2013. Ripa, the longtime host of a syndicated daytime talk show, has cycled through numerous co-hosts during her time in the home. She first appeared on the show with Regis Philbin in 2001, then spent a year anchoring the series solo. In 2012, she welcomed Michael Strahan as her sidekick. Ryan Seacrest took over as co-host in 2017. Finally, in 2023, Consuelos was announced as the show's co-host to his wife. The couple first met on the set of the soap opera All My Children in the 1990s.